What's up, bitches? Old man Nacho's back with another league, so hope you guys are hyped to see about half of it before I stop uploading. Nah, I'm just playing. Yeah, so we're in the BBL Showdown division. They did one season last year, of a Wi-Fi league, and it was really cool to watch for me. I knew a few of the guys in it, and it looked really fun. I've been wanting to do an Ubers league for a while now, and when they announced a Showdown division, I was like, please, let me do this, and yeah, let me in. So here we are. It is not upload required, but it is kind of encouraged, and I figured, like, why not? Let's give it a shot. So here we are. Thank you to Aaron2420, the one and only, for letting me in, and then Ultra Player as well for doing these really nice slides that you're about to see, and then hopefully thumbnails for me as well this season. Let's see, a little bit of info about the league before I get too far into it. Also, before I get too far into it, if you are new, because I think I'm just about to expose myself to a lot more people, you know, leave a like, sub if you like this video, and if you want to see how the rest of the season goes, and all that good stuff, and woohoo, follow my Twitter and all that good shit. Anyway, let's move on to the league itself. It is an Ubers league. It kind of centers around that concept. It's points draft, and there are Ubers rules in that you can either get one Uber at 24 points, which is like the good stuff, like Mewtwo, Marshadow, Mega Lucario, stuff like that, or you can get two Ubers, one at 24 points and below, and the other one has to be below, or 19 points and below, or you can get two at 21 points and below for both of them. And I kind of thought that getting two Ubers was better, because you could, you know, create a nice core of some kind of busted stuff rather than just having one busted thing and then a regular draft from there on. So yeah, that's what I was gonna kind of aim for. And hey, you know what? Let me hit you with a question of the day too, because like I'm kind of curious. Going into this draft, I wasn't totally sure what I wanted, and I didn't know right away, obviously, like where I was gonna pick even. But thinking about it, I was like, I don't even know what the most busted thing is. So in your opinion, like, what do you think the best possible Uber to get would be? And, you know, not Mega Rayquaza or something like that, but, you know, like if you could get Mewtwo, would you get Mewtwo? Or do you think, would you rather have something else? Or, you know, just curious. So answer that down below. But I did have a few ideas in mind, and then I finally found my draft position at 5th overall. Not bad. That's pretty good. I was pretty excited about it, and I kind of started thinking of my options. And so going into this, I knew if Groudon was there, I was taking Groudon for sure. I also really liked Rayquaza. That looked like a lot of fun. And then if not, maybe like Ho-Oh or something. But from there on, I really didn't know. I just knew my first overall pick, or my first round pick, was going to be something like really good, about as good as I could get. So Groudon did not make it to me, and so I was kind of bouncing back and forth between whether I wanted Giratina or Rayquaza, and I ended up going with Giratina. However, originally I had picked regular Giratina, the altered form that can use other items, and it's more stally and bulky. And as you see here, I have Giratina Origin, which is 1 point less because it has to hold the Grisius Orb, but I think it's overall better, and I think it fits my team better. So this is actually a free agent that I picked up after the draft was over. So it's, you know, kind of cheating a little bit, but anyway, same basic concept. It was something really bulky that could take a lot of hits from the other Ubers in the tier, or in the draft, and it was also really offensively minded as well, so it can take the hits and dish them out. So I'm pretty satisfied with this. I will say this draft in general did not go at all how I expected it to go. Immediately after picking Giratina, my buddy Jay actually picked up Rayquaza, which is the option that I had been mulling over, and I kind of immediately regretted not getting Rayquaza instead. So that was unfortunate, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make the most of it. It's not a bad pick. Like, it'll work out. It'll be fine. So yeah, I love Giratina. I don't know what I'm gonna say about it really, but like, you know, maybe you know what it is, but you'll see. So then I was thinking, okay, what's something really good to pair with it? You know, and I was thinking like something like Darkrai would be really, really cool, and it almost made it back to me, but then it was sniped literally the pick before by Jay again. So Jay ended up with Rayquaza and Darkrai, two things that I really, really wanted, but hey, that's okay. I kind of went with the next best thing around, and Tapu Lele was sitting right there, so why not, right? Like, this thing, even in Uber's draft, I think is really valuable and maybe a little bit busted, but not, you know, it's not obviously on the same level as some of that other stuff, but it's still really cool. Everyone knows what Tapu Lele does. Whether you think it's wowable in regular draft or not, hey, whatever. I'm excited to have it here. So, the next round, really wasn't too concerned with anything at that point because I kind of had my nice offensive core, at least in my mind. But I was thinking, you know, what would be really cool is a really good steal now, obviously, to get my FDS core going, and something physically offensive because Giratina, I think, is generally going to probably want to be more special, like running Hex and things like that, and Draco Meteor. It's got good special coverage, but not that great physical coverage. So, and Tapu Lele is obviously a special attacker, so I was like, okay, I need something to break on the physical side, and so I picked up Excadrill, which I love. I'm super comfortable with. I've used a ton of times. If you have seen any of my past videos or been in leagues with me, like, you know, I've used Excadrill way too much, but I do like it, and I do feel comfortable with it, so awesome. So I can get a nice cool sand core. Unfortunately, I think this is the round. No, it was the next round. I was thinking about getting Tyranitar because, you know, why not? But instead, I got this guy, Serperior. I didn't mean to actually go to that slide that early, but, you know, we're winging it. Anyway, Serperior is really cool, though. I do love Serperior. Also getting very comfortable with it because I've used it in a couple leagues. It's a nice, fast special attacker. The speed tier is really nice to outspeed things. But the main reason I like it is it can just sit out in front of stuff and glare, and I paralyze something, and that means Hex is going to hit really hard, and what's it called? Giratina doesn't have to, you know, status it itself. So that's really cool. I'm excited for that possibility. Plus, you know, it's got other cancer sets like Subseed and things like that. So it'll be really cool, I hope. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to use. But now, I guess this is the turn, or the round that I was thinking I'd really like to get Hawlucha. I know it's like overdone, but, you know, why not get Hawlucha in terrain? Unfortunately, I totally didn't notice that the guy at the other wheel had actually picked up Tapu Fini before, and he picked it this round. So when it came back, that was gone. But I figured a good backup for, well, not really fitting the same role at all, but a good option for a good fighting type is Kellyo. Something that I don't know how familiar or comfortable I am with it, other than like, how do you mess up using Kellyo, you know? It's really nice Scarfer, a great specs like wall breaker. Doesn't need a whole lot of coverage. Basically, you might run Icy Wind or Hidden Power, but generally you're going to click Hydro Pump or Sacred Sword or maybe Focus Blast or something, and like that's it, and you're just going to bust through shit, and it's great. And the speed tier is pretty good, so I have a couple things up above the 100 and 105 speed tier there, even 110 actually for Serperior, so looking pretty good there. And I'm in pretty good shape. I don't hate anything yet. Like, I remember feeling kind of discouraged during the draft because I felt like I didn't get the best pick first overall. But now that I've seen the whole draft together, I'm feeling pretty good about it. But anyway, to move on, I don't think Megas are required in the league, but I did pick one up. It was Mega Manectric, which I'm not a huge fan of really anymore, but it was probably about the best not mega, but the best, I guess, electric type is what I'm trying to say, left at the time. A great speed tier, again. Like, I really wanted to focus on getting stuff that could outspeed the things like Mewtwo and Marshadow and what's something else that's really fast that's out there. I don't think any of the Oxus forms were drafted, which is cool. It wouldn't have been a huge deal if they were, but anyway, this speed tier is really useful for the stuff that's out there. So yeah, it's Manectric. It's going to do Manectric things. Not the greatest coverage, but hey, whatever. And then the next round, I decided to pick up my Sand Setter for Excadrill. Gigalith is there. Why not? It's a good rock setter too, and it's bulky. It's a great flying resist for like Kellyo and Serperior. So, and you know, it takes the hits that I don't want Excadrill to take. So yeah, that was that. And then the very next round, I decided to pick up Ditto, which in theory, Ditto in an Ubers League should be really good. Like, if you think about it, you know, it'll discourage them from setting up if you bring it, or maybe even in prep. But yeah, I mean, the opportunity to be able to use someone else's Ubers against them, like, yes, I will take it. So this was kind of a I don't know what else to do kind of pick, and so here we are taking it. Let's see, what else do I want to say about that? That's about it. So then the next round I pick up Murkrow, which Murkrow is basically here because I didn't have a dark resist before, or a ghost resist, sorry, and my normal type is Ditto, so you know that doesn't really count. So this is a really good ghost resist, and it's Prankster, so I can do like Prankster Tailwind or Prankster T-Wave. And I'm going to turn my Wi-Fi on real quick, sorry about that. So yeah, I thought that was really useful as well. So that's another thing to maybe stop a sweep to, oh, and Prankster Defog. So like lots of cool things I think that Murkrow brings to the team for kind of very little. So that's really cool. I have to hope this loads. Please load. I have my Wi-Fi off for a second, and I don't have my last two slides. What the heck? Alright, and load. And there we go. Big Blind Mag Mortar coming through. I kind of just picked it up because, not gonna lie, mostly because of Flame Body, but also it's a really good wall breaker with a decent speed tier. Cool coverage, like it's not walled by water types totally, which is great. And it is one of my Z users. The other ones being Tapu Lele, and then at this point Murkrow, because I didn't have anything else I could really afford to put it on. And then I think, did I also put it on Munchlax? I think I did. I think I put Z usage on Munchlax. I'll probably never use it, but hey, you never know. But you know, that was kind of just my last 1 point pick, so I could fill out my team and use up all my points. And yeah, that's it. So that's the team. It's pretty cool. As I said, after the last round, I made the free agent switch from Giratina Alter to Origin. Because I was looking a little bit ground weak. I didn't totally love it. My only resist was Serperior, and then I only had one immunity in Murkrow, and everything else was taking Earthquakes. Not that great. So yeah, Origin form really helps with that, as well as being a bit better on the offensive side, and it doesn't lose too much in the defensive side because that HP stat at 150 is like, it's great. And you know, base 100 defenses is not bad at all, so I feel good about that. So I like the team. I'm excited to use it, and let's see, week 1 should go up pretty soon here. We are fighting Ishan, I think that's how you say his name, and the what's their name, the LA Lucarios or something like that. So look for that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This is hopefully going to be really fun, so hopefully you like watching it as well. Yeah, so I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.